several right-wing Hindu activists approached police and filed a complaint against Chetan. In one of the cases, Hindu Jagarana Vedike approached Udupi police and filed a complaint over actor's statement. Meanwhile, in Bangalore, one Bajrang Dal convener of Bangalore North, Shiv Kumar, filed a complaint against Chetan.
The Kannada film Kantara has received rave reviews since its release on September 30th. The movie is now the highest rated Indian film on the online movie database IMDB with a rating of 9.3 out of 10. Commercially, the film is close to earning rupees 200 crores. However, recently, the movie has been at the center of controversy. Several complaints were filed against actor and activist Chetan in Karnataka over his statements on the cultural practice of Bhoota Kola depicted in the film. So, what is the annual ritual Bhoota Kola and what is the controversy all about?
Kantara is a Kannada movie which has been directed and acted by Kannada filmmaker Rishabh Shetty. So this movie comes from the banner Humbale Films. Humbale Films is the same production house which produced KGF 1, KGF 2. So this movie Kantara has already been dubbed to Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, and Malayalam languages. This is a fictional story inspired by the relationship between forests and human beings, especially in coastal regions where you find Western Ghats. So this story revolves around a king who's traveling in search of peace of mind. He enters into a forest and where he finds a divine spirit called Panjurli, and which is protected by the inhabitants of the forest. And he requests them to give that Panjurli. So in return, the forest, the what we call as the goddess, the god, or the foresters who worship. In exchange, it asks for the forest lands, and the king donates the forest land to the inhabitants. But what later transpires is it comes to 1990s, where a forest officer wants to declare that as a forest, as a reserve forest, and basically he wants to rehabilitate all of these dwellers from the forest. At the same time, the descendant of the king, who's the landlord of the forest, has a different plan. He wants to own that forest. So it's a fight between the landlord and it between human beings for this forest, where a lot of people wants to protect it and somebody wants to own it. All these things. So in this movie, the traditions of the coastal Karnataka has been highlighted, which has taken a lot of attraction. For example, Bhoota Kola. It is one of the rituals that is practiced widely practiced in coastal Karnataka. So there are a lot of other things like Kambada. Kambada is a race, a bull's race in coastal Karnataka, which takes place. So the tradition of coastal Karnataka is very well depicted in this movie. Bhuta Kola is again one of the annual ritual where the local spirits or the deities are worshipped. So in coastal districts, for example, Udupi, Uttara Kannada, and Dakshina Kannada, where it is called Tulu land or Tulu speaking land, Tulu language speaking land. So there, Bhuta Kola means it is believed that a person performing the ritual uh, gets temporarily becomes temporarily God himself, and that that person is treated as God, and the people there fear and respect the person. So they even ask, they express their problems, and the person who is in the form of Bhuta or is worshipped also provides solution for the local communities. It is mostly found in the local communities in rural areas of these places, and also basically it is revered like a god. It is beyond a human being, and they believe that this Bhoota Kola is the protector of that region. So that person also gives hint, or the god, when he is a god temporarily himself as a god. It is believed that he protects the interests of that specific region, and he also gives some of the things which can be anticipated, which can come ahead, so that these people can prepare. Basically, this the controversy started with Chetan Kumar when this film was doing very well. Uh, it did not easy, start like a controversy, but what Chetan Kumar, the Kannada film actor turned activist, what his point was, he appreciated the movie making, he appreciated the film and its script and everything, but his objection was, in one of the interviews, Rishabh Shetty claimed that this Bhuta Kola, which was practiced, was part of Hindu culture and rituals. He said that it is part of Hindu culture and rituals. I am a Hindu and I believe in my religion and customs, which nobody can question. What we have said is through the element that is present in Hindu Dharma. This is what he said. So Chetan took objection of that statement, and he said that it was not part of Hindu tradition, but it was part of indigenous people who are called Adivasis. These people who existed even before Hindu religion came into place. So Chetan Kumar's argument was, even before the religion called Hindu came into existence, even before that, we all were called Hindus or people belonging to Hindustan because of the geographical area. So that's how the name was given to us. And what he said was, Bhuta Kola or the other cultures were practiced by the Adivasis even before Hindu religion came into existence. He made a statement saying that this Hindu Dharma hijacked the culture and traditions of saying that Pamba, Nalike, and Paravas, these are Bahujan tradition in the sense like Adivasi traditions, which have been hijacked by Vedic Brahminical Hinduism. So uh, this is all Mula Nivasi. Mula Nivasi is indigenous people culture uh, that is represented, but not the Hindu tradition or Hindu culture. So when Chetan Kumar issued that statement, there were a lot of opposition saying that he doesn't know the culture and tradition of Karnataka or the coastal Karnataka, and people started attacking, saying that this was part of Hindu culture and tradition. So soon after Chetan's statement was in public domain, several right-wing Hindu activists approached police and filed a complaint against Chetan. In one of the cases, Hindu Jagarana Vedike approached Udupi police and filed a complaint over actor's statement. Meanwhile, in Bangalore, one Bajrang Dal convener of Bangalore North, Shiv Kumar, filed a complaint against Chetan, and Sheshadripuram police in Bangalore have registered a case against Chetan under the section 505 of 2 uh, of IPC, which states statesmen creating or promoting enmity, hatred, or ill will between classes. So a case was booked against him. So actor Chetan is he has acted in multiple Kannada. Also, he's very vocal about social cultural issues in this country. He has been part of a lot of movements for the welfare of farmers, workers, Dalits, and Adivasis. So previously, he has participated in rehabilitation programs of endosulfan poisoning victims, and also to get homes for evicted tribals from Kodagu district, and he is very much active. And Chetan was also previously arrested after his alleged remarks against a Karnataka High Court judge who was hearing a hijab in school cases then. So after his statement, many of the right-wing Hindu activists objected his statement, saying that he doesn't know the culture because Chetan is also U.S. national. He is not an Indian citizen. So keeping that point, right-wing activists, a lot of right-wing activists approached the police to arrest him for hurting the sentiments of Hindus, and also many of them also gave statements against him. One of them was Sri Ram Sene chief Pramod Mutalik, who said that Chetan doesn't know the culture and tradition of the land. He's just an atheist or communist. He's one among those intellectuals who criticize culture of the land, and he's trying to spoil the peace of the society. This is what Sri Ram Sinachi. However, the film fraternity, including Rishabh Shetty, has refrained from commenting. Rishabh Shetty, in one of the interviews, when he was countered with this question, he said that I would not be the appropriate person to comment on that issue because there are people who have been practicing it and who know very well than him, who are living in coastal Karnataka, and they're responding to his whatever his version was. So he said that he did not want to comment. And another film actor and director, Upendra, who also comes from the same region, also said that he wants to ignore this and he doesn't want to comment anything about it. There are people who believe about it, but I personally don't want to comment about it on the issue. So while there was a lot of backlash to Chetan, especially on social media and everything, so soon after that, some of the people also staged protest. Some of the right-wing group people staged protest in front of Chetan's residence in Bangalore. By then, Dalit organizations came in support of Chetan, saying that what he said was, we will stand with Chetan and what he has said is true. In Mysuru, a former mayor named Purushottam also held a press meet and saying that, stating that Dalit and backward communities will stand with Chetan. Another Kannada writer named K.S. Bhagwan also said that worshipping was not part of the culture, but it was introduced by Aryans who came from Central Asia 3,500 years ago, and the Vedic culture came into existence since then. So he said that Chetan was correct when Chetan's statement was correct, where the indigenous or descendants did not practice Bhoota Kola, but started only after Vedic practices entered India. So when he said that Bhuta Kola were not practiced, though it was practiced, it was not practiced in a way. It is practiced now, where according to K.S. Bhagwan, it has been hijacked, or there has been introduction of some Vedic Brahminical practices in the culture or in the tradition or in the ritual of this Bhuta Kola.